Well, it's game day 12 at AEK Athens. Welcome to RIESEN Ludwigsburg to the Olympic Indoor Arena in Athens. For what? For AEK Athens is an absolutely crucial game in qualification stakes to progress to the playoffs of the Basketball Champions League. I think at the moment we'll look at the group standings, and I'll just show you and the schedule for this group as we get to the sharp end of the regular season. Here's the Group E schedule for game day 12. 2 games today. Spiru and Partizan will face each other in 30 minutes time. And tomorrow, Zelona Gora, who still have the opportunity to qualify for the next round. They need that win on the road. And the group leaders, Besiktas, will welcome Cesari, who after their 2-point win over AEK last week have put themselves right in contention for a playoff berth. Well, the imposing 18,500 seater facility, obviously not looking very full at the moment, filling up nicely though as we approach tip time. And we'll get a look now at the Group E standings. Besiktas 9-2 sit at the top of the group as they have done from the beginning of the regular season. But you see how tight it is in 4th, 5th and 6th place. Zelona Gora still have the opportunity with 3 games to progress to get themselves into a qualification spot, as do Spiru. But Cesari and AEK very close, 6 and 5, 5 and 6 in 4th and 5th. And who knows, in the next 3 weeks, there's going to be lots of twists and turns in qualification for the playoff rounds. Here is Ludwigsburg roster with the standout Clifford Hammonds, who's having a marvelous Champions League season. 9 points a game with his 32 minutes, 6.5 assists. He really does lead this team in so many ways. And Coach John Patrick is getting a real return out of Hammonds. The roster for AEK, which has so much experience. Number 1, Luka Ukic, has been around European basketball for an absolute eternity. Has played in some of the biggest programs, including played some time in the NBA. AEK at various stages of this Basketball Champions League season have really been one of the most fancied teams in the group. We're going to quick look at the 3rd team on the floor, the 3 officials for this evening's game. But they've overcome a number of injuries and they are still, well, they're still in the driver's seat in terms of ensuring qualification. And this is one of the teams you would not want to play in a 2-legged playoff game. Home court advantage here in Athens is a huge deal. And they have, after a few years, not that long ago, of real strife in terms of the commercial side of the club, now re-establish themselves where they are, one of the top programs in Greek basketball. The input that Michael Dixon has brought to this program, 15.8 points a game. And, well, what can you say about Irish the coach, who literally European champion, world champion as a player, and currently coaching the Slovenian national team. Here's the starting 5 for Ludwigsburg with Hammonds, Cotton, McRae. We really do provide Coach Patrick with a real punch from the perimeter. starting lineup for AEK with Rako Ukic, Milosevic, Aranzakis, who had a really nice game in the corresponding fixture in Germany where he 12 points, 2 rebounds, did a really, really nice job. He really sees his role here to get AEK Athens back to the top table of European basketball. Well, the corresponding fixture on game day 5, Ludwigsburg had the 72-67 win, which really did ignite their season, really. They picked it up again recently, 3 straight wins coming into tonight's matchup. Well, on the other hand, AEK Athens had the heartbreaking loss on the road to Dynamo Cesari last week, which has really taken them back close and into a real dogfight for qualification with Cesari themselves. Wow, such a history to the AEK program, the first Greek team to win a European competition. He also multiple times have been in the Final Four of the Champions Cup. The 8-time Greek champions, 3rd in the Greek League last year, which is how they qualified for this Basketball Champions League first ever season. And they're back at the top table. Just a recap for you, it's a crucial night for AEK. A win here would retain their gap over the 5th place team, regardless of how well Cesari do in their matchup in Besiktas tomorrow. They would still retain that 4th place with 2 games to go of the regular season. A loss and a win for Cesari would really make life incredibly tense in terms of automatic qualification spots. The top 4 teams will qualify for the playoffs, and the best placed 5th place teams in these regular season groups. And then we get into old school, traditional home and away 2-legged basketball, where European nights, well, folklore legends are made. So welcome to the Olympic Indoor Arena in Athens. AEK Athens and Ludwigsburg will face it off in Group E action. AEK in the yellow uniform, and Ludwigsburg in the grey, I think is how you could best describe it. And Mavroidis will jump it up with Jonas Thiemann, and Ludwigsburg will have the first look at possession. Hammonds will come off the screen, pick and pop action. Nice hands by Mavroidis. The ball will stay with Ludwigsburg. McRae goes inside. Those things take the Short jump shot is no good. Defensive rebound is Milicevic. And Ike will advance the ball, and Ukic will get it into the half court. Again, Mavridis gets a touch on the inside. Looks to go to work. One-on-one, no double team coverage. Goes up with the right hand. Soft touch for two. Ike down the gut of the defense. Tick it over. First possession. And take the 2-0 advantage. Hammonds goes upstairs. Ball knocks away. Hammonds gets it up. Three is gone. Is short. Defensive rebound is secured by Milicevic. And Ukic gets Ike into the half court. Aranzakis looks underneath, looks at the post up. Williams trying to go to work in the block. They're trying to use the inside option. Ball's out of bounds. Ball belong to the German club. Obviously, the second time these two teams have played each other in the Basketball Champions League regular season. No surprises, turnover. Luka Ukic will advance the basketball. And Ludwigsburg, who thrive on tempo, really want to push the floor, push the ball. Great pass. Easy two for Aranzakis. And Ike are just pounding it to the inside. It's not a surprise. They only shot 21% from the three-point line when these two teams last played in Germany. And we're up towards 60% from the inside. Trying to exploit that size, trying to get into a Greek half-court game. Mavridis outside, puts it on the floor. Inside, outside. Milicevic thinks about the three. Aranzakis goes with a left hand, quick release, doesn't get the drop. And the defensive rebound is brought by Kelvin Martin. Takes the early screen, puts it on the floor, pulls up. Mid-range two is sweet. And Martin has been very impressive across this Basketball Champions League season. Great touch with a left hand, great athlete, averaging 12 points a game to go alongside, needs 6 rebounds. Savage feels a little contact, whistle goes, Cotton picks up the first personal. Substitutions coming in for Ludwigsburg, and Jack Cooley, who hasn't started but has played a lot of minutes and is such fundamental to the run, especially over the last 3 weeks Ludwigsburg have had in the Basketball Champions League. Ukic goes up on the inside, doesn't get the drop. He wants the foul. And instead of him getting the foul, Mavridis, with a lot of physical effort, gets the contact on the way back up. There's a lot of pounding away on the inside, and Dimitris Mavridis just went to work. Mavridis done a nice job. 76% from the free throw line across the Basketball Champions League. Started this game particularly well, can't make the second. And Cooley will come down with a defensive rebound. Hammonds will get it into the half court. Ball doesn't get stuck very much with Ludwigsburg. Hammonds off the pick and roll, pulls up, nowhere to go. Great pass. Tremendous pass by Cotton to Cooley. Great ball movement, great change of angle. And Ludwigsburg get the easy two. It's all about the pass, all about the spacing. And Ludwigsburg kick it over, 5-4. Ike have the lead. Don't expect this one to get too big. A margin of simple flex cut, easy two. Mavridis at the moment is just an acquirer of positive stats. Martin gets to the foul line, little hesitation, goes up in traffic, and we'll go to the free throw line. Kelvin Martin, it's a little contact, tries to get the ball above the ring, finds himself on the free throw line. Substitutions coming in for Ike. Chenemula Elonu, the Nigerian American. He's 29 now. Feels like he's always one of those guys you think about in terms of impact. And it really does make an impact here. A real crowd favorite. Oh, Kelvin Martin, even though he shoots 57% across the Basketball Champion League, goes 2 for 2. Lanzakis into the half court, back cut, nice pass to the inside. And Gerard Williams can't go up, he moves it out. Ukic with a three is off, defensive rebound is hauled in, and Hammonds has a chance to push, and Ludwigsburg want to run. Martin in transition. Challenges you, great little crossover, gets inside and knocks away. Great hands by Milicevic. He brings it. 4-on-2 break. Milicevic to the right hand, gets the two. So Milicevic does it all. It's the defensive play, brings it, scores. Picks up his first 2 points. Martin relieves the pressure and reverses the basketball. Hammonds moves it on. Martin again seen a lot of the basketball. Cooley will go pick and roll. Martin steps back for three, is no good. And I think Ike will offer Martin the three. Milicevic. Williams can't collect. Cooley comes up with a steal. Hammonds has a chance to push. Has numbers now. We're going to go travel, I think, in the open floor. Drew Crawford. Drew Crawford with a travel. You just hate these travels. Open floor, 1-2, doesn't put it down quick enough. This is only his 5th game. One of the nice additions to this Ludwigsburg lineup. And Dusan Sakota in the game, and Kostas Vasilidis checks back, checks in. His season been interrupted by injury. He's so he's only played 6 games in the Basketball Champions League. Wow, that's just a reward for effort. Elonu gets the 2, and just because he worked harder than everybody else. Hammonds stops and pops the 3. Short catches the front of the ring, ball knocked away, and Ike at the moment are just that little bit quicker to everything. Ukic looks inside, and Elonu gets a touch, 1-on-1, no double team. You're gonna play him straight up, inside, outside. Step back for the 2, and the foul, that one. Giannolis Larentzakis gets the 2, will go to the free throw line. Step back, you've done enough, don't foul the jump shooter. Timeout on the floor, Ludwigsburg will take the timeout, 4:21 to go in the first. And this will be an interesting John Patrick timeout. Let's take a listen. Well, interesting, John Patrick there. The key point is the ball's getting stuck. We talked earlier in the game that Ludwigsburg moved the ball as well as any team in the Basketball Champions League. Their mobility and their quickness, their ability in transition are all key components to why this team sits second in the group. And at the moment, it's a little bit too slow. There's no rhythm, there's no flow, and the ball does get stuck, and there'll be Newsvod will be very, very happy with the start his AEK team have made. They lead this 14-6. Chad Topper joins the action. Ball's knocked away, whistle on the play. And Brad Lusing tried to tax it. Again, quick catch, quick attack is rewarded with the foul. Lusing will have it out of bounds. Crawford will face up. Ball got to move. Lusing puts it on the floor and got a holding foul. Well, they're going to call it offensive, I think. Yep, foul's called. Jason Boone on the offensive end. Nikola Ivanovic, the latest man to join the game, 190 Montenegrin, still only 22. Again, one of these guys you feel has been around for a while. I say like this, outside, has a look at what he has. Inside touch, Sakota. Lena doesn't get the soft drop. Defensive rebound is owned by Ludwigsburg. Long two is no good. Defensive rebound is, well, you've got to say team, but Ilona comes down with Vasilidis will get his team into the half court. Michael Dixon. It's just a points machine for AEK at the moment, Dixon. Really is feeling it offensively. Got a holding foul as Brad Lusing just gets a little caught up. Well, almost, Ilona was a little late perhaps on the screen, but officials saw it perfectly okay. David McRae checks in. Both teams getting into quick rotations. Brad Lusing sits down, picks up two quick ones. Ilona misses the first of the two throws. And it's a bit of a journey, 50% from the free throw line for Ilonu. Texas A&M graduate. Gets it on the inside, goes up in the lane, will go back to the free throw line straight away. And that just sums up where Ludwigsburg are at the moment. It's a little slow, nowhere near as active as AEK Athens at the moment. The offensive rebound by Sakota gave it quickly to Ilonu, and he just went straight up. And Coach Patrick's still looking for a combination that just wants to match AEK just in terms of effort. 14-6, AEK have a chance to increase the lead to a double-digit margin. Ilonu 0 for 3 from the free throw line. It's his first free throw of the evening, opens it out to a 15-6 advantage. 3 minutes to go in the first. The Basketball Champions League game of the week. Topper stops for three, is long. Defensive rebound just falls into the hands of Michael Dixon. He will bring it. Dixon attacks it, wants to challenge you every single moment that he has the basketball. Dixon will go to the free throw line. And Dixon is over 78% from the free throw line. And I think the expression on Coach Patrick's face just sums up life at the moment on that Ludwigsburg bench. It's a 10-point game with 2:54 to go in the first. And I could come out here and have put a real statement down in the first quarter. Defensively, they have really taken it to Ludwigsburg. Physically, again, great work by Leonu in the block. Lusing's going to check back in. Every single aspect, every single facet of the game, AEK are a step quicker at the moment. Crawford outside the three-point line. Cooley gets it on the side. Great seal deep. inside the charge circle, held his space, easy finish. It's all about the physicality and the seal. Dixon gets it into the half court. Vassiliadis tries to maintain space, wants it. They take the long two, is no good. Defensive rebound, and Lusing will push. 4-on-2 break. Crawford goes up. Blocked by Ilonu, they're going to count it. Well, I won't mind seeing it again because Ilonu flew in transition. Shakes his head, Rice smile. Tupper will get the two. Let's take a look. Ball goes up. Wow. Wow, it's close. You know, is it on the glass? I'm not sure. 16-10. Timeout, Ike, with 2:12 to go in the first. And John Patrick looking for any assistance he can get.
Five is here. 4 is down. Actually 4 is here. 3 is here. Both. Okay. Mike, you get the ball, stop. Stop and okay. Look the basket and certain moment attack to the right. Pass the post and block this man. Okay. It looks like you guys have this shot. You have this shot now. All right. Let's go, brother.
Well, there are 18,500 seats in the Olympic Indoor Arena. It's by no means full, the top tier not being used, but the crowd already into this, making a lot of noise. Kostas Vassiliadis is one of those guys from the three-point line that really, as he goes, Ike will go, because he really does give the consistent three-point threat. He's only played the 6 games so far in the Basketball Champions League with injury, but back tonight just when his club needed. Full court pressure as Ivanovic tries to beat, throws it away. Poor decision. 4-on-3 break. Crawford going up again is fouled. Ilonu will take the block, take one for the team. That'll be the 3rd team foul for Ike. Crawford again, strong, decisive decision, went to the hoop. David McRae will check in. Oh, great execution out of bounds. Crawford can't get the two to drop. Defensive rebound. Ilonu gives it up. And Ike don't like the numbers, so they're into the half court. Dixon comes to collect. Moves it on. Vassiliadis outside the three-point line. We'll give it back to Dixon. Vassiliadis will flare. Great pass. Ilonu flush it. That's what Vassiliadis gives you on the floor as well. As he went to the weak side to help, just didn't want to stay. Didn't want to skip past to the shooter. Great recognition by Dixon. Tremendous dive to the hoop by Ilonu. Gets the dunk. Coley tries to go to work the other way. Tries to go step through with the left hand. Good finish. Jack Cooley gets the two. Footwork against athleticism. Great second move. Ilonu will move it. And Dixon has another opportunity to orchestrate. Baseline, needs a pass, finds one. Vassiliadis on the long closeout, stops and pops. That's how to make a career out of being consistent. You closed out long, you put it on the floor, pull up, knock it down. Money in the bank. 20-point first quarter for Ike Athens. McRae is off, and Vassiliadis has to say, invites the contact. Will step to the free throw line. Beautiful weight on the pass. Cooley just didn't know to come hard, didn't know to show. In the end, he did neither. Ilonu dives, gets the two. And has some hops. Chance to make this a 10-point game. So he makes the first. These are quite seriously normally money in the bank. He has yet to miss a free throw in the Basketball Champions League, which is almost like the kiss of death to the next one. Stays 100%, makes it a 10-point game. Ilona will sit. Silaidis ticks it over to 22-12, and Ludwigsburg have just looked a step off the pace in this first quarter. Hammonds checks back in. Lusing will move it on. Top up with a pick and pop action. Doesn't get a look. Now he gets it. Someone read the scouting report, not giving him any space. We've got a holding foul as AEK have a foul to give. 5 seconds of the first period remaining. And the automatic clock and knowledge of the situation. The IQ of the AEK team for all to see. Turnover, chance to run here, 2-on-1 break. Just have to execute. Sakata for 2. We've got a 12-point game. And Hammonds has got 9 seconds to try and eat into that margin. Crawford is short with a 3. Defensive rebound is collected on the buzzer. Sharatopoulos and Ludwigsburg and Coach John Patrick have been asked a serious question. End of the first quarter, and AEK have a 24-12 lead. Game stats, 60% from the 2-point range, 56 for Ludwigsburg, but only 1 3-pointer for AEK, 6 for Ludwigsburg. No one has connected with any yet. AEK just sharing the ball really well. 3 offensive rebounds have really contributed to the 24-12 margin. 5 turnovers by Ludwigsburg have not helped the German cause. And that just means at the end of the first period, AEK have the 12-point lead. Melidis with the little scoop and the hook started things off. But as we said during the game, Ludwigsburg are a step slow, a step off. Every part of the game, offensively, they're just not executing as well as we know they can. There is no transition basketball for Ludwigsburg at the moment. And they're just getting outworked on the glass at both ends. It's quite an easy thing to settle. It's just whether you've got the energy, whether you've got the legs. The 24-12 margin at the end of one really is a great start for AEK Athens. Start of the second quarter, and AEK will have the first offensive opportunity. They look a little bit leggy, I think is the phrase I'd use for Ludwigsburg. They had a home game at the weekend in the Bundesliga. A tough loss against Bayern Munich, but they were at home. It shouldn't be a tough, leggy trip for them as Vasilidis takes the 3 at the end of the shot clock. Well, AEK were also at home, had the 20-point win over Aris, another Basketball Champions League team. And that retains their 3rd place behind Olympiakos and Panathinaikos. Crucial 3rd v 4th matchup as AEK and Aris faced off last weekend, but an 81-61 win. And AEK needed that confidence after the Cesari loss away from home. Taken that confidence into the first period here. Pressure out of bounds, great little cut. Ball fake, 3rd ball fake, and the Cooley was not taking anything that Sharatopoulos tried to convince him about in terms of the ball fake. And Cooley just outworks him going the other way. And Jack Cooley trying to turn things around here for Ludwigsburg. Topper gets his feet set for three. Count it. Only one thing in his mind: get your feet set, get open, and knock down the three. And Chad Tupper does what it says on the tin. Three-point shooter, shoots and makes the three. Dixon outside will move it on. Georgopoulos, extra pass. That's the lead us in the corner, is off. Effort on the glass, and Hammond comes up with a positive stat. He'll bring it. Cooley will ball screen for Hammond. Stu reposition. Hammond look to the two-man game. Great hands by Dixon. 4-on-2 break. Dixon, little shovel pass. And Sakata gets the two. Beautiful little exchange. Great quick hands by Ike in transition. Hammonds attacks it. Little floater off the glass, doesn't get the drop. Cooley's just going to work on the inside, gets the putback. Referees want to talk about it. Cooley's just, wow, blue-collar effort doesn't do him justice. Great effort on the offensive ball, needs a blow, gets a blow. And you've got to hope, if you're a Ludwigsburg fan, that Cooley's effort is going to inspire. Tremendous effort on the glass, ran the floor. Defensively, he's been superb at the start of the second quarter. Vasiliadis sits down for Ike. Now, Lukovic is back in the game. Here's Dixon. Got it outside, takes a look at his options. Comes high, looks to rip it through. Takes the long three, way off. Wow, downtown Athens was closer to that than the three-point line. Martin pushes in transition, great lead. What an athlete, Kelvin Martin. That's what we're talking about from earlier on. Ludwigsburg in transition. And that's going to be an 8-second call. Great effort at the top of the trap. To Kel Cotton. David McRae just chased the basketball. Gerald Williams comes back in the game for Ike. 7:33 to go in the half. Quiet start for Williams so far. Sakata sits. Ukic cannot go over the sideline in terms of trying to contest the inline pass. More substitutions as Ilonu with his fan club getting excited as he comes back into the game. 7:30 to go in the first half. Lusing out top. Ike's defense again. They've made a statement with it. Pick and roll the inside. The less said, the better. As Thema misses the throwdown. Ilonu outside will hand it off. Dixon is fouled by Lusing, who's just struggling to contain Michael Dixon. Let's have a look at the miss. Leland going up, in and out. That's when the great camera angles do not do you a lot of help if you are the player missing the dunk. Dixon out top, moves it on. Dixon fires the three, is short. Defensive rebound is collected by Chad Topper. No good on the move to the hoop, but Thema goes to work on the offensive glass. Trying to work his way out of that embarrassing missed dunk. Worked hard on the glass, gets the two, and Ludwigsburg without setting the house on fire, closed it to a 5-point game. Much better job on the boards at the start of this second period. Ukic attacks it in the lane, goes to Ilonu, who's got to finish in traffic, can't do it. And Tupper comes down with back-to-back defensive rebounds. Crowd want the foul. I don't think there was anything to call there at all. That's going to be a blocking foul. Ilonu is not going to be happy when he sees the call. Yeah, stepping across late. Kel Cotton to the free throw line. Cotton shooting 71% from the line. Had a massive 17.7 rebound game in the win for Ludwigsburg in Germany. His athleticism really does, or in that game in particular, gave AEK a real problem at the defensive end. Reasonable guard size and just really put together a nice game. So Ludwigsburg, after the slow first quarter, have now closed this to 4 with the potential for it to be 3 if Cotton makes the second of the free throws, which he does. Ukic will inbound. Ludwigsburg extending the defense, trying to make this game a little quicker, which is it's really becoming successful as this game develops. Williams outside. Great defense. McRae just all over Ukic. Zakis is fouled on the floor. Kelvin Martin enjoying, one of those guys you see all the time. He just enjoys being a pro basketball player. He plays with that enthusiasm you just love to see. Sakata is the release out of bounds. Ukic has it, takes the ball screen. It's a little hesitation. And the defense just parted in front of him. Ukic gets the 2, and AEK needed to tick it over. First points in a long time for AEK. Ukic goes on to 4 personal. Penetration. There's a foul and 1. Gonna count it. Tekil Cotton going to work in this second quarter. Definitely has the step on Laranzakis at the moment. Great little finish with the left hand after the contact on the drive. Crawford checks in for Ludwigsburg. Completes the and 1 play. We've got a 2-point game. This was double digits. In fact, it was 12 points at the end of 1. Williams fills the double team, moves it on. Sakata goes to the inside, outside. Sakata thinks about it, attacks it, wraps it inside, knocked away. Milicevic comes, loses it, 7 on the possession. Sakata goes with a little push to the baseline. Almost patented push shot from Greece. Sakata goes to 6 personal, 3 from 5 from the floor. As always, efficient. McRae goes inside. Jonas Thiemann has it taken away. Thiemann fouls the loose ball. Substitutions coming off the Ludwigsburg bench. Hammonds will check back in. Kel Cotton in shot really has ignited Ludwigsburg in this second quarter. Ukic will take the ball screen, doesn't really attack it. They just pick and pop here. Sakata puts it on the floor, down the middle, kicks it. Williams from the corner is long. Great work on the glass. Milan Milicevic got position, then just went up strong. Toppert's going to get charged with the personal. Cooley's back. Things as always will just look a little bit more stable, I think is the right word, when Cooley is in the game. The foundation that this team builds itself around. Savage from the free throw line misses the first. Statistically, you've got to back him to make the second. It's 75% from the Free throw line. Makes the second. 5-point game. AEK Athens trying to re-establish that advantage they built at the end of the first period. Hammonds in the half court. Cooley gives him a repositioned screen and rolls. Hammonds stops and pops is long. Cooley can't come up with it, outnumbered on the glass, 3-1. Williams comes to the ball screen. Ukic. Oh, nice pass down low. Williams inside outside. Ukic attacks the closeout. Great kick with a service off the glass. The window. The late night opening of the bank. Any other cliche statement you can make, and they lead it by 8. Zakis with an 8-point personal tally as Crawford takes it straight to the gut of the AEK defense. He gets the 2. 3.5 to go in the half. Ukic inside, outside. Sakata for 3, rims in and out. Defensive rebound belongs to Kill Cotton, who really is putting some numbers together here. Cooley in the post, one-on-one with Williams. Williams will reach, that'll be the 4th team foul for AEK with 3:11 of the second quarter to go. Madolidis will check back in. Williams will sit. Ludwigsburg has it. Cooley goes to work on Madolidis. Comes back to the right hand with a jump hook. Doesn't get the drop. Tough for Crawford. Great effort on the offensive glass. Madolidis creates a little angle. Use the ring to protect it. Madolidis ticks it over. Timeout with 2:52 to go on the floor. AEK have the 36-28 advantage over Ludwigsburg. Let's take a listen to Coach Patrick.
That's the second time. Team guy, run back. Look. 8-point game, it's not much. Making silly decisions on offense.
Oh, there's the numbers again, and 62% AEK is still so solid on the inside. Rebound numbers now a lot closer.
Go down, slowly like we will make screen. Okay.
And we thought this would be set up for another close night of Basketball Champions League action. Ludwigsburg will be very annoyed about the 7 turnovers, 6 of those in the first quarter. So after the timeout, Ludwigsburg will have it on the baseline. They trail 36-28. Hammond's trying to get them into the half with some momentum. Kelvin Martin, who I do still think is one of the keys here for Ludwigsburg. His athleticism, his ability to attack the ring, going to be crucial. Hammond's outside, 5 on the possession. Hammond's with a little left-hand runner, he's good. Ukic into the half court, 2:20 to go in the first half. Madolidis outside. Sakata attacks it. Little runner off the glass for 2. He wants the ref to give him the foul, but tough move. And AEK reopened the 8-point advantage over Ludwigsburg. 2 to go in the half. Here's Hammonds, attacks it, will kick. Open from the corner, foul is going to be caught. And Drew Crawford will go to the free throw line for 3 free throws. another one of those cardinal sins. You gotta let the, it's one of my pet hates, when people walk into the space that the shooter is gonna land in. Often you'll see officials miss that call because they follow the ball. So they're not really taking their responsibility correctly. But that's not Basketball Champions League officials. That's why they're here. Good call, 38-30. And Ludwigsburg beginning to steady the ship here. Chance to make it a 6-point game. Can't connect. Well, they'll get the ball will belong to AEK Athens. Coach Patrick can't believe it. David McRae will check back in. Dixon will handle against pressure. McRae trying to work him over the floor. Back screen will take Kukic down to the block. Gets it down low, going against Hammonds. One-on-one in the post. Feeds it inside, outside. Sakata for three is off. And Madalidis is a handful on the glass. Thema just could not keep him off the boards. Madalidis will go to the free throw line. Pretty much 76% across the Basketball Champions League. Makes the first. Can't get it to drop. Ball will come off of Crawford's knee. So bonus here for AEK Athens. To make them pay is Sakata's message to Ludwigsburg. The ball comes off the knee of Crawford, and Sakata makes it a 10-point game with his 10 points personal. Martin stops and pops the two with that left hand, no good. And Sakata picks up another positive stat. He's having a great first half. 1:11 to go in the half. Ukic will move it on to Vasilidis for the three. Is short. Chance to run here. McRae hits the floor. And that's a crazy foul by Dixon, as Ludwigsburg will then go and shoot the throws. First of the throws is good. It's important for Ludwigsburg. 58.7 seconds to go in this first half. They trail 8. They would love to go in 6. They don't want to go in 10. They've got to build on this momentum. They've started to build late in this second quarter. And AEK have taken the timeout. They want to make sure they hit the half time in the ascendancy with the momentum.
Here we go. Hey guys, we're giving them offensive rebounds because we're not aggressive. Center especially, don't get the ball. We're watching. We need you guys to rebound on the defensive end. Hey, in offense, go low post, go for middle. Okay, box 5. Low. And after we go one on. Right. One defense. Right.
Up the floor after the timeout. Looking for the double team. Got to get it over the half. Just about manage it. Ukic. Sakata outside. Sakata's had a really nice first half. Mathuridis, far side of the ring. Doesn't get the two. Looks longingly at the official. No joy there. Cooley leads the break. Great deflection by Dixon. And Ukic says, nope, let's make sure we get what we want. 41-33, AEK have the advantage. Ukic kicks it. Sakata for three. Got it and one. Another foul on the jump shooter. Sakata will step to the free throw line to try and make this a 4-point play. They lead it by 11 with one to come. 17.8 left on the game. There's the jump shot. There's the follow through. Contact on the shooter. Step up, make the throw, make this a 12-point game, which is exactly where we were at the end of the first period. But Ludwigsburg have been as close as 4. So AEK re-establish. .16 seconds left in the half. Hammond's desperately wanting to tick it over for Ludwigsburg. Attacks it. Gets to long 2-point range. He's no good. Great work by Crawford. He's going to power up. Off the glass is fouled. Tremendous effort by Drew Crawford. Those plays, as you get to the sharp end of this game, it will be crucial. It's a 12-point lead at the moment. If he hadn't gone after it, they'd have gone in 12 down. Now they've got a chance to cut it to 10. And psychologically, they've worked their way back. They've held on. They've not been great, but they have not lost the game in the first half. Crawford misses the first of the free throws. Crawford to make an 11-point game, which he does. Vassiliadis with the prayer from his own court. Out court will be no good. So players making their way off. And AEK have been superb. They have the lead at the half, 45-34. At home, looking to cement 4th place. Two-point numbers, 62% from the 2-point range. Neither team shooting the 3-ball well, 14 and 18%. Ludwigsburg have really come back on the rebound count. They've done a much better job in that second quarter, just being competitive. The turnovers, 8. It's going to take a lot of defensive effort by Ludwigsburg to scrub out that advantage that AEK have in terms of fewer turnovers. Sakata with 14 points personal, with the 4 rebounds. And Cooley has done it again, off the bench, leading his team. Dixon has 3 steals. So we're going to get some highlights of that first half. Looked great for AEK at the beginning. Mathuridis straight down the gut of the Ludwigsburg defense. And they would go there for the next 4 or 5 possessions. Great pass by Mathuridis. He had a really effective first half. There's another angle on that pass to the assist. Well, there's a period where it looked like Kelvin Martin was going to really ignite things for Ludwigsburg. Cooley did his normal, just blue-collar job. You can't underestimate how effective Jack Cooley is. Just puts in a shift every day. Well, Savage had a really nice start as well. A lot of ability to lead the break. But Sakota coming off the bench is a real asset. This aggressive take, Ilonu was the follow. Well, it's been a tremendous first half by Ike. Cooley's Martin really did a nice job at keeping Ludwigsburg in this game. But as we're coming to the end of these highlights, it's a tough ask for Ludwigsburg. They trail 45-34. Ike need the win to give themselves a little bit of breathing space in terms of qualification. They've done a great job in the first half to put themselves in that position. We'll let these highlights run out, and we'll see you for the second half as Vasilidis announces his return to this Ike lineup. Ike in the ascendancy, but this is by no means done. If Ludwigsburg can get out and run, they have a real part to play in this second half. We'll see you for the second half shortly.
νικητής του διαγωνισμού του μεγάλου χορηγού μας Scratch είναι ο κύριος Θεοφύλακτος Κούρας. Ο μεγάλος τυχερός θα παρακολουθήσει τον αγώνα με τον ακόρονα Πάτρας στις 21 πρώτου από τη θέση Scratch, που είναι ακριβώς κάτω τη μπασκέτα. Αν θέλετε να παρακολουθήσετε τα παιχνίδια της ομάδας από τη συγκεκριμένη θέση, μπορείτε να βρείτε τα κορίτσια του Scratch στις εισόδους του γηπέδου και να δηλώσετε μέρος στο διαγωνισμό.
Well, welcome back inside the Olympic Indoor Hall in Athens, the home of AEK Athens, and they enjoy a 45-34 advantage at the half. Crucial matchup in Group E. Ahead of game day 12, AEK sit one game clear of Cesari in fourth place in Group D. In Group E rather, and the top four teams of each of these groups are guaranteed a place in the playoffs. The best place, fifth place teams will also qualify for the first round of those playoffs, but you won't want to get into a mathematical situation if you can avoid it. Make the top four and qualify, and AEK at the moment sit fourth. They sit one game clear of Cesari in fifth place. Cesari play tomorrow in Besiktas, currently top of the group. For me, the equation is clear for Ludwigsburg. When this team play a little bit more up-tempo, when they get out in transition, the likes of Kelvin Martin in particular can really cause damage. Cooley's the man, he's the rock, he's he is the foundation this team builds its performances around. But he needs people to get to the races. He needs people to get down the floor, and this team needs to score in transition. They have not done that in this first half. Only 4 fast break points for Ludwigsburg, 8 fast break points for AEK Athens. It's normally the other way around. So here we go then, start of the third quarter. Ludwigsburg will have the first possession, and Hammonds has really got to find a way to start making the contribution here. Cooley on the inside, off the glass, gets the drop. Just to illustrate the point, Hammonds 16 minutes, nearly 17 minutes in that first half, only 2 points. And great defensive effort by Ludwigsburg. Get the turnover, first possession. Statement coming out of the locker room by the German club. Well, we've had so many classic close games in this regular season so far. And this is one of the arenas that warrants a close finish. Hammonds will move it on. Cotton gets it off the glass for 2. 4 unanswered points at the start of this third period. Extension on the defense, and Milan Milicevic gets it into the half court. Ukic takes a look at his options. Down to 10 on the possession. Williams goes inside to Milicevic, goes up off the glass, completely blows it, got a whistle on the play. Milicevic looks at the official to say, well, I must have been fouled. I just thrown an air ball from 2 feet. And the Mavroidis again, it's a really nice job on the glass. Mavroidis goes 2 for 2. Stems that little run. Back to a 9-point advantage, but Ludwigsburg have definitely come out a little bit more energized in this third period. Martin will hand it off to Gil Cotton. Attacks it, weaves a little magic, just about keeps it alive. Hammonds with 5 on the possession, tries to create a little space. Tough one in the lane, doesn't get the drop. Ukic comes down with a defensive rebound. Again, they're trying to slow up Ike and take time out of the possession. Milicevic will find Williams. Mavroidis on the ball screen. Looks to post. One-on-one with Cooley. Quick hands, but he stays with the play. Doesn't get the drop. Cooley wins that one too. He's winning that battle on points, that's for sure. Hammonds. The game just needs a little run by Ludwigsburg, and then we're right at it. Cooley down low, trying to battle with Mavroidis. It's a great matchup. Cotton for 3 is good from deep. And the quick timeout. Ike do not want this to develop. Ludwigsburg close it to a 6-point game. Timeout, Ike. Athens here in the third. Tremendous start to this period by Ludwigsburg. Let's take a listen to the timeouts.
In offense, make face pass, guys. We cannot pass side pick and get nothing we will not get. If we play for team play system, I play box 5. I we get one more system. Alright, guys, come on. Let's go. Guys, come on.
Ludwigsburg up the floor again after the timeout, really trying to ring the changes. Trying to take Ike out of their offensive rhythm. Dixon out top will get the ball screen for Mavroidis. Turnover, great hands by Lusing. 3-on-1 break. Cotton in the lane for 2. 4-point game. All about Ludwigsburg's start to this third quarter. Dixon's just got to take a little pace out of the game. Ike Athens won't worry about taking pace out of the game, but they've got to execute here and get a good shot. Dixon attacks it down the middle, goes with a floater. No good. Mavroidis can't get it because Cooley can. And Cooley is just accumulating stats again. Cotton is fouled in transition. Great push. Foul's going to be called on Nikolai Ivanovic. Ilonu comes back into the game. Chinamilu Ilonu. Put a lot of energy in that first half. Martin out top will move it on. Lusing has a look, goes inside to Cooley. Goes to work to the far side of the ring and one. And Jack Cooley just taking over at the start of the third. And Ludwigsburg have come out of the locker room and gone 9-2. Make that 11-2 on the back of the Cooley 2. Chance to go 12-2 at the start of this third quarter. Cooley can't complete. Looks like he needs a little blow, but it's so tough to take him out. His impact is immense. Dixon will move it on. Ukic looks inside. We'll go pick and roll with Elonu. Ukic in the lane for two. Doesn't get the drop, but we have a whistle. And he's fouled in on the glass. Cooley wasn't involved. The foul's going to be there, pushing the back by McRae. Dixon goes inside. Ukic on the spin. It gets kicked away. New 14. Dixon off the out of bounds, steps back long two. He's fouled. And you just got to be a little bit more disciplined in that situation. All the momentum, everything going the way of Ludwigsburg. And Brad Lusing, what is he doing? Just challenge the shot. If the shot's made, great. Do not let AEK just stop all this momentum that Ludwigsburg had really built at the start of the third by sending their best free throw shooter pretty much to the free throw line. Dixon with a chance to tick it over for AEK. Raj, as I said, won 2 Eurobasket gold medals with the former Yugoslavia and a world championship. Won a EuroLeague as a player. There's just not a lot he hasn't done as a coach. Slovenia to 4th place in Eurobasket. As close as you can be to a legend in your own lifetime. Dixon can't get the 2 to drop. Crawford comes down with it. 3-point game, and Ludwigsburg still the team with momentum here. Martin comes out top. If they could get Martin going, they'll be in a very good place. Moves it on. Cooley goes to work. There's nothing about Cooley that is nothing apart from fundamentally so sound. Gets his feet set, protects the ball. There is no space to try and block him. Goes to 14 points on 7 from 8 from the floor. Just a tremendous night at the office. The 3 is long for him. Comes down with a defensive rebound. Hammonds moves it on. Cotton tries to break it down. Gets to the glass. Will not get the drop, but will get the foul. That'll be the 4th team foul for Ludwigsburg. It's a big 4th foul for AEK. And I knew his minutes being limited by fouls. His energy just sparks his team. Chance for Ludwigsburg to take the lead on these free throws. It's a 14-3 third quarter breakdown at the moment. Ludwigsburg lead for the first time in a long, long time. Something like 24 or so minutes. Ukic outside the 3. Moves it on. Looks at his options. Down at 5 on the shot clock. Great defensive series. Great pass. Little hook shot on the inside. It's blown by Sharopopoulos. Gets it back with a new... Goes up the left hand, blows that too. Martin comes down with it. And there is a lid on AEK's basket at the moment. Cotton is fouled as he tries to work to the glass. That'll be the 4th team foul for Ike. There's the foul. Halfway through this 3rd period, and the signs are even worse now for Ike. Already in the penalty. Cometh the hour, cometh the man, as Kostas Vasilidis is back in, the veteran. You always back him. Feet, the bigger the moment, the more likely he is to make that big shot. Go inside to Coley. We got a whistle. As Dimitris Sharatopoulos picks up the personal. Get your hands off people on defense. Cooley does the smart thing, walks through the hands. And Cooley finds himself on the free throw line. Cooley makes a second. Sakata checks back in for Ike. And a big impact in that first half. 14 points in the first half for Dusan Sakota. They just need to steady the ship here, Ike. They trail 2, 4:50 to go in the 3rd. Williams gets it on the inside, big seal. And Cooley just makes the point that every single thing he does on the floor, there's purpose. Cooley comes over and stops the throwdown, even though the whistle is gone. There's the seal. Williams gets it. He's just about to go up. Cooley goes, nope, we are not getting any emotion here. Both teams now in the penalty. Williams outside the three-point line, tries to fire it up, comes up short. And we're going to get a foul on Dixon. Michael Dixon picks up the personal. It's the 4th foul for Michael Dixon. That's a big, big, big moment. Dixon averaging 16 points a game on his 29 minutes. Nowhere near that tonight. Cotton completes the 3 throws, makes it a 4-point game. 17-3. That'll be 18-3 rather. 18-3 in this 2nd period. 4:30 to go. And Ike have just disappeared here. All about Ludwigsburg defense. It's all it's about. A little bit of quickness, more intensity. Ivanovic moves it on. Ukic goes inside. Sakata goes to the middle with a hook. Gets the 2. Old school hook shot for Dusan Sakota. There's a 16 personal. Got a whistle on the play. Cooley's going to travel. Maverides back in the game for Ike. Cooley's going to sit. That's a great 6 minutes for Jack Cooley. There's there. He got a little hot before he actually got the ball on the floor. Ludwigsburg putting a shift in here up the floor defensively again. Ivanovic gets it over the half. Vasilidis comes off the high screen, looks at what his options are on the inside. Maverides gets a touch in the block, going to work the big man. Ball goes out of bounds. And Maverides was the man looking for all the contact. And I can only assume that's what the official saw. And you've got to give the official credit for literally reading the situation correctly. Vasilidis will be telling him he doesn't have to read it. If there's contact, make the foul. But Little runner in the lane for two for Hammonds. Beautiful finish. And Ludwigsburg will lead it by 4. 3:25 in the third to go. Great seal by Mavridis. Mavridis just going to work now. Looking for contact at every opportunity, trying to seal, get some reaction, trying to play on the emotions of both the crowd and his opponent. Mavridis makes the throw. Goes 2 for 2 from the line. Closes it to a 2-point game. Cotton goes inside to Cooley, inside, outside. Hammonds has it. Cooley wants it down low, gets it. Cooley and Mavridis going at it again. Cooley with a jump hook is no good. Great work by Crawford. That's how to be active on the glass. Gets the first one, couldn't finish it. Stayed with it like a jack in the box going back up. Ludwigsburg lead it by 4 again. Ukic moves it on. Sakota goes inside. Turnover. Chance to run here. Eye of a needle pass, and Crawford gets the 2. Ludwigsburg off to the races again. It's all about transition and tempo for the German club. Great start. And they've continued it throughout this third quarter. Ivanovic takes time, gets it to Sakota. Ball knocked away. Crawford just going after it now. Sakota tries to back in, goes with a tough jump hook. Mavridis gets it to Vasilidis, who can't connect with a 3. Ball hits the top of the ring. Larenzakis checks back in for Ike. They're looking for combinations now. It's real role reversal. Ludwigsburg just couldn't find a combination in that first half that really gave them any sense that they were actually on the same page. Picked it up defensively. Now it's the turn of Ike to try and respond. Topper out top. We'll move it on. Crawford attacks Vasilidis. Goes to the far side. A little hang time. And Vasilidis has got to acknowledge the foul. They're going to give him a T. And another one, perhaps. But they just didn't give the official. There's the foul. Made to look maybe worse by the fact that Crawford came back to his right hand, but Vasilidis wants the same at the other end. But the visual dissent is going to warrant the technical foul. There's contact. Therefore, if the referees deem it, there is a foul. Cotton misses the first. No mistake with the second. Should have been the chance to shoot 2, plus the 1 for the technical. So there's one more free throw to go. There's a foul there. I think they're just trying to check the order that they shot the fouls in. Because I think not really sure what they're reviewing here. It's a shooting foul, definitely. The ball did not go in, so it's a 2-shot foul. And then it's a case of the technical foul, means that there's 3 free throws to be shot. They've only shot 2. So I think it's purely a case of the order of the free throws and who can shoot the last free throw. I thought I knew the rule here, just need to clarify. It's the one shot in possession for the technical foul is where I think we are. Therefore, in theory, any Ludwigsburg player can take the third unless it's the other way around, where the technical is shot first. And then if it is, then the same player, Crawford, in this. So this is the technical free throw. Crawford will shoot that, and he makes it. So we're now back on an even kill. More importantly, we are witnessing a 24-7 third quarter. And Ludwigsburg have just dominated throughout the whole of this period. Still 2 minutes to go, just a few seconds under 2. AEK just need now to get a stop and try and close in for the start of the fourth. Cooley. It's the weakness that you saw, it's lack of pace. Topper with a 3 is short. Defensive rebound is pulled in by Larantzakis. Sakata trying to go to work. Digging in is Clifford Hammonds. Much needed respite for AEK here from the free throw line. Chance to cut the lead to a 5-point margin while the clock is stopped. Sakata knocks down the first with absolutely no issues whatsoever. Two for 2 from the line. They really needed those. 5-point game. So they just knocks it out of bounds. Stepped over the baseline again. See that you can't do that. You can't be out of bounds trying to stop it coming. Work by the cameraman to give you a shot at that. Here comes Clifford Hammonds, gets it into the half court. This has been a tremendous third quarter. Ludwigsburg in quicker tempo. Now they're in the half court. This is where he struggled in the first half. Hammonds off the high screen. Cooley will roll, gets the bounce pass, has it ripped away by Matholidis, who just strides off. Great hands by the big man. There is just a battle of strength. Whistle goes. The crowd sounds like 18,000 seats. May only be a few thousand people in, but it's noise in this arena now. Ukic in the half court will get the ball screen from Matholidis. Ukic guarded by Cooley. That's not a good matchup. Inside to Matholidis. He is fouled by Crawford on the inside. Foul waiting to happen. And Matholidis will go to the free throw line. For the first time in this quarter, Ludwigsburg are under a little bit of pressure. AEK seem to have steadied the ship here. 54 seconds to go in the third. Matholidis misses the first. But makes the second. We've got a 4-point game. Another stop, and like it's back on an even kill as we set ourselves up for the fourth quarter. Such a crucial game for AEK Athens. Well, and for Ludwigsburg, but they got a little bit of breathing space in terms of qualification. Topper out top, we'll move it on. Cotton, turnover. Well, great recovery. It's going to be a held ball. Ludwigsburg will have 5 seconds to get a shot. Well, they take the time out to try and make sure they get something.
Pass to Kulik, okay? If they pass to Kulik, play 55, okay? Play 55, send him baseline trap, okay? Yeah, great guys. Well, if he plays in front of this guy and somebody must control the corner. Hey, we need to go for the rebound, everybody! Okay, offense, we kill time, okay? Let's go, guys, let's go! Wait. Offense. Come on, guys. Go fist, two sides. Remember two sides. Right. Long system in the end. Shoot. Right. If you get done. Go.
Well, big 5 seconds here for Ludwigsburg. The momentum has been stopped the last few possessions by AEK. This will be a big stop if they can get a stop here. Only 5 seconds remain on the possession. 35 seconds on the game clock at the end of the third. Martin attacks it. Knocked away. Turnover. Quick hands by Ivanovic. They're going to try and use as much of the 24 as they can. There's around a 7-second differential. Vasilidis for three, short. Get another look though, they line it up. Inside pass, Mathuridis can't get the two. Oh, it was begging for two. Great hustle, Mathuridis, ball comes off the feet. And with 1.4 seconds, AEK will have the possession. But Mathuridis had a gimme from 2 feet, just couldn't complete it. And now they're gonna have to get rid of a quick one with 1.4 seconds left on the period. They go long from the halfway line, is no good. And after a phenomenal third period, 25-10, Ludwigsburg, after trailing by 12 at the half, lead it by 4 at the end of 3. Well, here are the game stats. 48% from 2. It was up in the 60s in the first half. They've just dried up. Neither team shooting the 3 ball very well at all. And AEK have just not been able to move the ball because no assists for them in that third period at all. Ludwigsburg defense was better. Ludwigsburg still have the 12 turnovers. But AEK have thrown away a commanding position in that third period. That's something they may regret as they try and secure qualification for the playoff rounds of the Basketball Champions League. Don't forget, if you want to watch any of these Basketball Champions League games, you can go to the Basketball Champions League website. You can go to livebasketball.tv and you can take any one of the Basketball Champions League games. Opportunity to subscribe and go back and see how this regular season has panned out. The 5-point game between these two teams earlier in the season. The numerous close finishes that there have been in the Basketball Champions League in its first season. All available on livebasketball.tv. The place to go for all Champions League basketball. International basketball with Eurobasket around the corner. The opportunity also to see some of the best young talent in the basketball world in the summer. Well, it's set up really nicely now. AEK will have the first possession of this fourth period. They trail 55-59. The home crowd, you will expect them to be a part of this. But Ludwigsburg, it's about tempo. It's been about tempo the whole game. Keep it high, get down and play defense and try and turn that into points is where they had that brilliant spell in the third period. Ivanovic comes off the high screen. Great lift by Williams. Looks to move it on. Salidis goes to Williams at the back of the hand. Moves it on. Sakata for three. Got it! Nothing like the deep three to get the crowd in it at the start of the fourth. Sakata just stroked it from deep. McRae out top will move it on. Hammonds. Ball's knocked away. People getting digs at the ball now. McRae needs a pass. Cooley's wide open. They missed him. Hammonds penetrates, goes up, deep air, right at the bottom of the shot clock. Time running down, under a second to go when he released the ball, and Hammond, as he's done the whole of this Basketball Champions League season, came up with the play. Ivanovic will find Sakata. Williams, Gerald Williams needs a touch, inside outside. Sakata, is it back-to-back threes? Yes, it is. Dropped it from deep. Ties it at 61. Back-to-back threes for Dusan Sakata. 22% now from the three-point range. It was 2 from 16, it's now 4 from 18. Sakata single-handedly igniting the fourth period. Inside, outside, Sakata, feet set. He's just made one. Why do you want to leave him alone? Substitutions for Ludwigsburg. Cooley sits. How long will it be before he returns? Hammonds will get it into the half court. Loosing outside. Hammonds off the high screen, gets to the foul line, bounce pass to the inside, knocked away. With 1 second on the possession, the ball will belong to Ludwigsburg. And as soon as I pick it up defensively and slow up Ludwigsburg, they just look, they start to struggle. 1 second, catch and release. Loosing in the corner, hits nothing. Williams comes down with it. Chance for Ike to re-establish the lead. Ivanovic comes off Sakata's screen, gets it into the half court. Great defensive effort by McRae. Hard show on the screen. We got a foul on the plate. Baron Zakis went baseline, picked up some contact. Will find himself on the free throw line. Loosing, let him go baseline. Fouled him on the way past. Loosing sits. Hammonds doesn't get very long out the game. And Zakis misses the first of the two. Makes the second though. And AEK Athens trying to give themselves a little breathing space in the qualification spots for the out of the regular season group to qualify for the playoffs. Get their noses back in front. Hammonds outside the three-point line, guarded by Sakata on the switch. Great defense by Ivanovic, just did not need to and didn't help. Nice pass to the inside, outside. And that'll be a violation. Shot clock violation for Ludwigsburg. That's why the crowd love Shinamura Elonu. Emotion, the passion all over his face, enjoying every second of it. Sakata's gonna sit. Timeout on the floor. Ludwigsburg will take the timeout. They've just got to re-establish that rhythm they had in the third.
David, we need to have confidence, look to take it in the basket. Jack, you got JT. We didn't look inside. Look inside. We go to which side do you want it on? This side? Yeah.
Well, Takil Cotton must love playing against AEK Athens at 17 and 7 in the last game, has 16 points already. That's a big number. 35 points off the bench. Fine. Ludwigsburg had 29 off the bench, but Cooley's come off the bench. And Sakata comes off the bench for AEK. It's a little misleading in some ways. Fans at the far side just trying to lift the home team. Qualification for the playoffs. Only this game and 2 more to go. Big step if they can get the win today. Ivanovic for 3 is long. And Martin just with ease comes down with the defensive rebound. Got a whistle. And they're going to call the technical foul for the flop on Sakata. I do love the way, or the fact that the officials are trying to clean this sort of stuff out of the game. That's a flop if ever you saw a flop. As long as there's consistency, it's very, very hard to understand it. But Cotton misses the technical. 62-61, 7:23 to go in the fourth. Great game. Hammonds will advance it into the half court. You can feel the pressure. We're still in the regular season, but these teams know now they're closing in on a playoff spot. Martin attacks left hand, doesn't get the drop. Williams is fouled as he comes down with a defensive rebound. Jawad Williams just went to work on the glass here. Martin misses the layup. There's no one getting that apart from Jawad Williams. Into the half court. Ivanovic will take the ball stream from Sakata, who pops. Extra pass to the corner. We got a foul. In fact, we're stepping out of bounds. Laranzakis steps out of bounds, turns it over. You're going to get a great look at it here. Oh, well. For once, the slow-mo doesn't support the official. Martin on the perimeter. Looks to attack it. Goes with the right hand into the lane this time. Comes back to the left. Sweet little finish. Calvin Martin finding ways to get himself back into the rhythm of scoring. Ludwigsburg will take it back over, 63-62. Sakata will look to move it on. Great rip through. Tremendous help though by Martin. Inside, outside. Williams for 3, wide open. Well, I like to think that Ludwigsburg dodged a bullet, but you've got to also believe they'll take Williams taking that. Cotton buries the long 2. He probably wishes he could play against AEK every week. Surpasses his game day 5 tally of 17, goes on to 18 personal. Sakata outside the 3-point line. And there's a foul as Ukic tried to collect. Hammond picks up the personal. Big throw at the dice for AEK as Michael Dixon checks back in. Will play with the 4 fouls for the last, well, he hopes the last 5:52. Ukic. Travel called on Sakata. He squares up to actually make a crossover step. Yeah, well, little shuffle of the pivot foot. Seen plenty of times. Quick release, up the 3, no good. Great work by Calvin Martin on the glass. That's what he's made his name at in this Sparkle Champions League season. Cooley with traffic, draws contact, will go to the free throw line. Strong play by Cooley. There's the reach. Contact on the way up. And Jack Cooley on the free throw line. Cooley on the free throw line to add to his 15 points, which he does. What a game of swings. Ike came all the way, led by 12 at the half, trailed by 4 at the end of 3, led by 2. It's just one of those European games. Ukic has it out top, will take the ball screen. Williams picks and pops. Extra pass, getting it over to the opportunity to lay it up for Dixon. Quick step, hasn't really got it going from the perimeter, so attack the hoop. Hammonds will move it on. Hammonds off the glass for 2, doesn't get the drop. Defensive rebound falls to Sagota. Chance for Ike to tie it at 66. Or take the lead with a 3. Dixon on the dribble, looking to break down Hammonds. Gets down the middle, goes up with a runner. Soft touches, doesn't get the drop. Great work on the glass. Milicevic with a putback and the and 1. Outwork your opponent, good things happen. Ike trying to just, by sheer will and determination, trying to get the win here. Milicevic gets position. 3 guys on the glass against him. He comes up with it, gets the 2, and draws contact. Will go to the free throw line to give Ike back the lead. Joel Williams will sit. Completes the and 1 play, and Ike have the 1-point lead. Clifford Hammonds gets Ludwigsburg into the half court. Cotton attacks it. Hang time in the lane is no good. Got a whistle on the play, and Cooley is just a one-man relentless machine. He's not the best athlete you'll ever see play this game, but he just works a body in the lane. 3 bodies bouncing off him. Tremendous work by Jack Cooley on the glass. Sheer will and determination. This is one of those who has that determination. Heavyweight boxers going toe-to-toe. Cooley on the inside, help comes. That'll be a travel. That's great help. That's heads-up help by Roko Ukic. Came early, Cooley wasn't really aware of the help. And travels, he'll sit, needs the rest. As Ukic comes early, causes the travel. That's team defense, follow the rules, and then just do it at 100%. Dixon comes off the high screen, moves it on. Sakata gets it back to Dixon. Wow, little float to the inside, and we'll be shooting free throws. There's Milicevic just about held on. Kelvin Martin looks like he got a blow to the face. Yeah, we were a little late on the replay because I think the actual contact on the elbow had happened. Kelvin Martin's behind the bench now. I think he's feeling that one. Milicevic on the free throw line to give Ike Athens a 3-point lead. 3:56 to go in the 4th. The Olympic Indoor Arena is rocking to this one. Three-point game. It's Ike's turn to enjoy the 3-point lead. Hammonds into the half court. Hammond's got to get going here a bit. They really need him to be a threat. Cotton spins to the middle, goes with the right hand for 2. Tough finish in traffic. Gail Cotton getting it done in the lane. Under 3:30 to go. 20 points personal, 5 from 7 from the field. They leave Ukic wide open for three. Count it! Darko Ukic gets the three. Wow, fans in Spain, fans in the NBA, fans everywhere will see Ukic knocking down open shots across his career. You leave him alone at your peril. 72-68, under 3 to go in the fourth. And AEK, are they back in control? Has this got another twist in the tail? Ukic off the high screen. Will move it on. Sakata from deep is short. Defensive rebound is gathered in by Chad Topper. Well, slip, needs a pass. They're going to let it go. Turnover. Drew Crawford looked to attack it. You've got to think the attack was the right option. Savage against Crawford. There's a foul. They're gonna count this. Let's check. Goes to the middle. Well, you can make the case for that definitely being in the action of the shot. Here's the three. What on earth was the defense doing? Rocco Ukic. There aren't many places in the top levels of the basketball world where Rocco Ukic hasn't plied his trade. Leaving him open with 3 minutes to go. He's never going to pass up that opportunity. Milicevic completes the three-point play. John Patrick and his charges have got to do it all again. They now trail 7. Hammonds tries to turn the corner, gets in the lane, kicks it. Cotton stops, pops, is long. Defensive rebound. Milicevic has owned the last 4 minutes. He has been on the glass at both ends. Asiladis gets it over the half. Gets it into the hands of Dixon. Dixon will come off the ball screen. Oh, beautiful hesitation for 2. Michael Dixon makes it a 9-point game. AEK get the momentum, the run at the right time. Hammonds kicks it. The long 2 is blocked. Cooley picks it up. You're gonna wipe it off. Just need a bit of clarity here on what was called. Let's just see. Well, Cooley's on the free throw line, so a foul has obviously been called. There. Whistle already gone. They're going to wipe off the 2. Milicevic has picked up the personal. Cooley needs both. Knocks down the first. Cooley goes 2 for 2 from the line. When you need him, he comes through. 7-point game. Chad Topper comes back. Cooley's going to sit. Topper does that 3-point threat in the game. Asiladis will get it back to Michael Dixon. Nice pass. Ukic knows exactly what to do. Pulls it out. Takes some more time off the clock. 3-possession game. Sakata has it on the inside, tries to go to work. It's got to go up. Ukic fires up the prayer. That's not going to hit anything. Chance to run the other way. Hammonds pushes. Coast to coast for 2. Doesn't get the drop. And Vassiliadis and Sakata. Sakata celebrates. Is that premature? 50 seconds to go. Sakata looks to go inside. Milicevic gets it underneath. Will kick it back out. No need to put it up. Down to 5 on the possession. Ukic goes inside. And 1. Dusan Sakata gets the 2 with 1 to come. That should seal it. Sakata, great seal. There's the foul. There's the 2. Here comes the 1. Timeout on the floor with 34.1 seconds to go. AEK Athens have been up, they've been down, they've been up. Multiple lead changes in the games, multiple lead momentum swings. But with 40 seconds to go, at the crucial moment in the game, the fans start to celebrate. AEK look like they're going to get the win. Ludwigsburg will take the timeout. It could become a factor. They won by 5 at home. In the moment, AEK lead by 9. This will take a win here. Will take.
You look to get the ball, okay? You're coming
AEK are just 1 game back on Ludwigsburg. Ludwigsburg will go to 8 and 4. AEK will go to 7 and 5. Only 1 game back, so the points difference will become a huge factor, or could become a huge factor in deciding finishing positions in this group. It'll make Besiktas's position at the head of the group more secure if Ludwigsburg can't come back with what will be a phenomenal comeback from this situation. All the history, all the tradition of AEK Athens basketball. Kick-starting again in the Basketball Champions League. The club that's enjoyed European success. Trying to get back to the heady days. Cooley on the inside for 2. Count those. 26.7 seconds. Michael Dixon gets it over the half. 8-point game. Dixon, little ball handling demo to the bucket for 2. Pretty finish. Hammonds, topper for 3 is off. Ball's knocked away. Vasilidis has it. He looks long. Just about gets to Milan Milicevic somehow. And that will do it. The game day 12 game of the week is over. AEK Athens get the win over Ludwigsburg, 82-72. They go to 1 game behind the German club in the standings in Group E. 82-72, AEK get the win. There are the stats. They get it back over 50% from 2-point range at the end of the game. Neither team shot the 3 ball well at all. Rebounds, assists, and the big number favors AEK is the steals. 10 steals, turnovers 15-9. Ludwigsburg just didn't take good enough care of the basketball. Dug a hole in the first half and just weren't able to maintain the second half performance. They started with a tremendous third period. Sakata had a huge 27 points. Sakata, 5 rebounds. He chipped in with an assist. Really, really nice job. Milicevic at the end of the game really came through. Can't underestimate the impact of Mavridis across this game either. So AEK Athens, after the loss in Sazali last week, are back on track. 1 game back. And at the moment, Partizan, who stay 1 place above them at the moment, lead by 2 in Charleroi with only 4 minutes to go. So it could be a bumper night for AEK. They could really put themselves in the mix for an automatic qualification. And who would want to come here to the Olympic Indoor Facility in Athens in a 2-legged tie? This is going to be one of the clubs that no one will want to play in the playoffs. That's a tremendous performance by AEK. You're going to get a chance to look at some highlights of just one of those nights of AEK Athens basketball where their talent shone through. Big time win for the Athens club. Right back in it. A little bit of breathing space over Sazali, who will travel to Istanbul tomorrow to face the group leaders at the moment, Besiktas. So this win here could do all sorts of positive things for AEK Athens' qualification to the playoffs. Well, here's the highlights, and you can't do anything but just applaud the work that Coach Patrick did in the locker room at halftime. Made some adjustments, really did pick up the level. As much as anything else, they played better, but it was because they picked up the level defensively. Then at the other end, with greater momentum, they really did own the third quarter. 25-10 the third quarter. They just couldn't maintain it though. The first period belonged to AEK, 24-12. A tight second period saw AEK lead at the half. But this third quarter was all about Ludwigsburg. That little running hook from Sakata, probably the most valuable player on the game this evening, just stopped the rot. They hadn't scored for an eternity until those two. Hammond started to become an ever-increasing factor as the second half developed. Still only ended up with 6 points, Hammond, averaging 9, nearly 10 points a game. Hammond ended up with 6. Kel Cotton had 20, didn't get enough support. Crawford with 11, Cooley with 20, but no one else chipped in. They needed contributions from just one more player, and it may have been enough. Inside, outside, and Sakata was on fire in that fourth period. Well, after losing that third period 25-10, AEK Athens just came out and put 27-13 on Ludwigsburg in the fourth quarter. Everybody knew how important a win for AEK was, and they played that way in the fourth period. Martin didn't give his normal output for Ludwigsburg. Ended up being a huge factor. But Dixon in foul trouble was unable to make his normal contribution. It's just Sakata and co stepped up for AEK. And there was just no way they were going to lose. They just would refuse to lose during this. And down the end of the game, this happened. Roko Ukic left alone on the three-point line. And then after that, it was Milicevic time. Down the end of the game, Milicevic just took over both ends of the floor. And the M1 by Sakata just iced the game. Tremendous performance by AEK. From Athens and Basketball Champions League, game day 12, it's goodbye.